Hello folks, my name is Average Mohamed. Actually, my real name is Mohamed Ahmed. I'm the creator of Average Mohamed. What is Average Mohamed? Average Mohamed is a counter-ideology mechanism. We use popular culture engine tools to prevent indoctrination at the point of inception. Our goal is to take on radicalization and radical ideas and expose them for what they are, their fallacy, their weakness, and use it in such a way that we can reach out to the kids between the age of 8 and 16. The tool we currently use right now is cartoons. Let me not talk more about it, let me show it to you. The first video you're about to see is called the job description of an Islamic State soldier.
Average Mohamed asks, what do you think your job description is when you join Islamic State? Your job description is to commit genocide against Muslims, Christians, Yazidi, and Jews. Terrorize innocent women, men, and children like your family into blind obedience. Behead unarmed innocent people you round up. Destroy World Heritage sites, mosques, tombs and shrines. Empower unelected, self-nominated, murderous, bloodthirsty individuals as leaders. Not exactly Disney World or action film like the propaganda says it is it? Remember, peace up and extremist thinking, especially Islamic State, out.
This message is brought to you by AverageMohamed.com. Now that video, we use as talking points when we go out and we talk to the kids. We show them what it is. We tell them what it is. We show them what they mean to become an Islamic State soldier, or even join Boko Haram or Al-Shabaab. It doesn't matter what extremist group, but this is their goals. These are their intentions, and this is what they do. Whether it's genocide against other communities, in denial of diversity, in denial of our democracy, in denial of our existence. The second video you're about to see is called free speech.
The question of free speech, the killing of cartoonists at Charlie Hebdo, begs this question. Voltaire said, I do not agree with what you have to say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. As Muslims, we will never, ever accept blasphemy. It is offensive to our faith. As free people, we got the right to free speech by blood, struggles, and litigation from power. We will never, ever give up free speech. What to do is the question. Killing blasphemers is immoral. Burning flags is offensive. Take a pen. Exercise that right of free speech. Write as a Muslim person with civility what insulting our noble prophet means to us. Da'wah and sabr, patience, is part of our faith. Condemn the senseless killing at Charlie Hebdo. We all have to learn to live with dignity. The extremist ways means no dignity for all of us. Remember, peace up and extremist thinking out.
It is self-explanatory. You see, radicals and extremists use grievances to pursue and promote their cause. We use it as a teaching moment. So the issue of blasphemers being killed in France is a teaching point. It is a point to reinforce our values and the value of free speech. And the third video you're about to see is about madness. Anti-Semitism is madness.
What would you think if a gunman walked into a halal store, picked out using names 4 people randomly with names like Average Mohamed, Fatuma, Hussein, or Aisha, then murdered them, having committed no crime against them, having no fault other than them being Muslims? We all would be shocked and outraged by that act. This is madness, you would say. This same thing happened in Paris at a Jewish kosher store. Souls were killed for being Jews. The extremists believe this is what our noble religion of Islam commands them to do. That killing randomly of Jews because they are Jews is now supposedly jihad. Think about it. The time to reclaim our true faith is upon us. Speak up now for the sake of our religion. Let's all confront this madness claiming our faith. Remember, peace up, extremist thinking, out. Dismiss.
It is self-explanatory. We want to make the effect and the case that if these were Muslims being killed that way, you would be outraged. How is it possible then to accept Jews to be killed in the same manner? Like I said, all these videos I've made have gotten over 80,000 hits. 30% of my viewership, thanks to Google Analytics, is telling me it's coming from your cities, your countries, your states in Europe. So what we're doing is not only compatible, but importantly, reaching out as far as your capital cities. It is very important that we make the case for peace. We make the case for anti-extremism. We make the case for democracy and our shared values without compromising our religion or our culture. You see, we are talking to Muslims, not talking at Muslims. And that is why we are effective. We do outreach within the community here and within the Twin Cities, my beloved state of Minnesota. Here is images of young kids who I spoke to 2 months earlier. They decided on their own accord to do a henna event and raise money for Average Mohamed. Of young kids at a school where I had to go and do outreach. Here is an image of us at the Somali Independence Festival in the Twin Cities, where we distributed over 3,000 pamphlets, showed our cartoons to over 4,000 kids, and also distributed 500 bottles of water. Now here's the beautiful part. The tent was paid for by Catholics from St. Joan of Arc when I went to go speak to them in the interfaith dialogue. They gave me a donation. The water we distributed was given to us by Minnesota halal stores. And the pamphlets, well, those kids from that high school, Roosevelt High School, raised the money to make the pamphlets. We are grassroots. That is where we intend to make our case. That is where we intend to go about doing our business. And the business is simple: anti-extremism, pro-democracy, and for peace. Ramadan Kareem to all.